Alright, I guess do what you gotta. I'll be here. And let me know how the video is looking when you return. There? Okay. Man, that missile gun is... Maybe it's time for some target practice. Yeah. Hello, Potato! How are you doing this evening? Or day, where you are? I want both those. Alright. Oh, I forgot I have a point. 2 points to spend, in fact. Yay! B is around. B is just away from their computer at the moment. Busy morning, I can relate, except, earlier in my day. Construct as an extra secondary weapon. Yeah. Printed using... Enemies are printed using less material, lowering their HP by 20%. That's cool. Repair kits and weapon charge recharge disappear after 3 seconds. Ooh. Ooh. No. Oh, that's what I was looking for anyway. I had a bunch of low-level alarm phases in there that would be good to clean up. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to teleport. Then we'll go through some alarm phases and try and get me some cubes, some upgrades, and then we'll be wandering along our way. There's some level 2s and 3s in here. That'd be a good start. Dun.
Great. More work.
Ooh, they sent in the big guns for this one. Yay. Sweet. Go up and to the left, and... Wait, did I do that right? Oh, and now up again. Okay, yeah. Run, helper bots, run!
Alarm level 2. Alarm deactivated.
Oh, thank you, Jacker. And I didn't need to worry about any of the other bots getting hurt. Way to go, Jacker.
Alarm level 2. Automatic defense procedure initiated.
Oh, sorry, little guy. Didn't mean to hurt you.
Alarm deactivated.
Cool. Let's see here. We've got several 3s. I can start stepping up to 4s as well, because this is still no big deal. Let's face it, I got 2,860. There's plenty to... I am using a Logitech Dual Action currently. It doesn't work with everything. I have a new computer on the way, and it's I've ordered some official Xbox controllers for it, which, excuse me, if I'm going to be honest, I actually prefer the PlayStation design like this one. But a lot of games are picky about that and will not natively read it. Some of them I can install a joystick emulator, and then there are others where I can't. If the joystick emulator works, then great. If it doesn't, then there are some other options that can work, but they're a little wonky. And then there's one that is for sure, but it sucks. So...
I'm disconnecting the alarms, and you're just making yourself at home.
Well, we need energy cubes, Jacker. A whole bunch of shield units. Boy, good thing they didn't turn on. Shield units, shielding shield units. What a mess. Oh. Those little yellow sparkles, they hurt.
Alarm deactivated.
Right, that's a 4. Oh, hey, I might as well save. Actually, it doesn't much matter right now, honestly. And I'm going to the right. Okay.
Alarm level 3. Alarm deactivated.
Thank you, Jacker! Oh! You're magnificent! Okay, save chamber, I'll hit that. Then I need to figure out what I want to buy. And... mine gun, don't care. Recharge items, don't need that. Repair, nope. Drone gun, cluster bomb, upgrade weapon or shield gun. Don't really want any of those. The back shot, nope. Repair, Hologram, Magneto. Recharge items, psionic shower. Item regeneration, 80. Electromagnet. I might want some of those. Shop the mine gun, repair. Precision 2. That sounds like it could be useful. Let's see what some of those are. Hello, B. Alright, going down. Cool. Ah! Looks like I am going to the left. Grab some,
Alarm level 3.
I keep wanting to say credits.
Alarm defense procedures initiated.
I know they're not credits, but I keep wanting to call them credits.
Alarm deactivated.
It's boiling there. That's a bad time. I meant that kind of funny, like, but no, that is actually a bad time. I'm sorry.
Jacker, your theory about Ghost doesn't fit. She's too human. I don't know, man. I find it hard to believe that she's just an algorithm.
It's not human. It's just an imitation. One so good that it passed the Turing test. We got duped by a cheap trick.
But you saw how other knockers behave. Ghost is on a completely different level.
Well, here's a fact. Ghost acted differently as soon as we stopped that orange fluid.
That's circumstantial evidence. It could have just been a coincidence. Maybe she was tired at the time.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Jacker, stop it. You'll need conclusive proof if you want to convince me.
Opens the door! Well, are you in Southern Hemisphere? Potato? Because I know Southern Hemisphere gets, their seasons are backwards from what Northern Hemisphere is dealing with. Oh, wow, that's, That's a bad time. Well, now I know. Oh, that hurt. And pardon my dumb geography questions. I suck at that. Ooh! Those are some angry turrets. Those are going to be a fun time, I tell you what. Alright, well.
Ghost, do you mind waiting for a moment? I have some questions to ask you.
I'm afraid I can't give classified information.
Don't worry, I'm not asking for information. I only want your opinion on a hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical situation? Why are you
Imagine you are in a desert.
in a desert? Which one?
Any desert. The one that you like the most. It's all hypothetical. Now, you see a turtle lying on its back, and it can't flip over by itself. The hot sun is baking its belly, and you are the only one who can help it.
Jacka, what the hell are you doing, man?
I'm applying a test on Ghost to prove that it's an AI.
What? But what sort of madness is that? Can you please leave her alone?
Calm down, Boogan. I'm just asking questions. It won't get hurt.
A psychological test? You're a psychologist now?
I've educated myself, Boogan. I saw a documentary that taught me how to differentiate a human from a fake.
You could even say from a replicant. Since when is Blade Runner a documentary?
Whatever. But I'll have you know that Ghost asked, in what desert? Just like the replicant did.
Alright, so there's a funny little dialogue and then the question never really gets resolved. Cool. That was... Yeah, I'm picking up on it more. Man, those turrets are awful. That was like half my health in one go. Motherfuck. Ooh. Mean little bastards. Yeah, you guys are not fixing those, thank you. I know the standard trope. The stream is still working on my end. Oh, whoa. I hope that doesn't get me. Fuck! These things are awful! Wow! That is fucking harsh. That's weird. Chrome, well, one, that's cool you bring that up, B. And two, yeah, I kind of agree. Chrome is, to me, it feels like it's become too overly commercial. Oh, there's a third one! Fuck, that's what got me last time. Or did it just get repaired in that... Oh, I didn't even need to go up there. The door was already open. God damn it. Ah! Frustration! That's right, because I'd already been down here. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get past that. That is one fuck of a nasty choke point. Yeah, Explorer's called Edge now, and to me it's still Butts. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still... Okay, now to figure out how to get past this shit. This is ironic. What I actually need is a weapon that's going to let me shoot down that corridor, like the drone gun or the mine layer. One of the ones I didn't want to get. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Because I don't see any other way to deal with that shit. Because these... Are all my power-ups turned... No, just those two. Okay, engage that and that. That should help a bit. Oh my god! No, you don't. And I don't see any way to... Well, wait. Yes, I do. No. No, oh, but then I have to go back. Motherfuck.
Alarm level 9.
If you want to have a bad time...
Defense procedures initiated.
Man. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna need to go and get one of those weapons that I'm not really interested in. Drone gun, cluster bomb. Okay, back shot repair. I'll grab my needle recharge items. Shower regeneration, electromagnet. I think the drone gun's gonna be the way to go. I don't. This is so frustrating. Let's get me some cubes so I can buy me a stupid gun.
Automatic defense procedure initiated.
I was all stoked about this new area and this big rocket gun and everything, and man, now everything just kind of sucks. Sucks. Thank you, Jacker.
Alarm level 4.
Great. More work.
As far as browsers go, I mean, I generally stick to Firefox. There are certain things I'll use Chrome for. Usually that's just if there's a specific website that it... Ouch! That's 19. I just want to go back to the laser gun and see if it does the same levels of destruction. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, for me, Chrome has been a not not bad, but I still just prefer Firefox.
Alarm level 4.
It seems a little more stable, and after the latest Firefox Quantum,
Alarm deactivated.
let's go to the right, and then I'll be right where I need to get to a teleport station. I can spend all these cubes. So many cubes.
Alarm
And then...
deactivated.
Oh, Jacker! You fantastic hacking genius. Oh. Run, helper bots, run!
Alarm level 3. Automatic defense procedure initiated. Alarm deactivated.
So it seemed that how... Oh, I thought I had something that gave me two side... Oh... I probably dropped it with my corpse. Well, okay. That sucks. Alright, so it seemed the amount of damage that something does varies based on... what am I trying to say? Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. So it seems the type of weapon depends on what enemies you have and how they're clustered together. Laser gun is good for groups of enemies because of the piercing and extra damage, whereas the missile is good for small, like, tight-knit clusters that take splash damage. And get, I don't know, have a lot of armor. Yeah, American internet is a fucking joke considering, like, how advanced the nation is supposed to be. Now, don't get me wrong. If you live in a big city where they have, like, fiber optic cable, you can get 1 gigabit download. Like, holy... Some of them are 1 gigabit either way. Like... It's astounding. And that's to home users. That isn't even businesses. But for most of the little out-of-the-way places, good luck. Okay, so now I'm going up. I still want to know what's in the room over here. Big capacitor. Oh, because I'm carrying 5,000 cubes. Cool. Cool. Level 4? Yeah, we can do that. Might as well.
Alarm level 4. Automatic defense procedures initiated.
Thank you, Jacker. The big issue is not that there's only like 2 people in town, it's that they've quarantined off different parts of town, and because basically it's like they've cut the town in half, and you have AT&T and Spectrum. Wherever you happen to be built, that's what you have. Literally, you have certain places. On one side of the street, it's AT&T. On the other side of the street, it's Spectrum. And if somebody's unhappy and they go, I want them, they go, oh, but we don't cover that area. They're specifically limiting, they don't compete with each other so they can keep their prices as high as possible and not have to maintain anything. It is bullshit. Drone gun. Cluster bombs. And let's get an upgrade for something. Oh, the machine gun is maxed out. Okay. Or do I want to upgrade one of the new ones I just got? I mean, it might not be a bad idea if I'm... Oops. Okay. Oops. Oh, I forgot to check if... No, I have no new skills. Okay, that's fine. Totally okay. No, Spybot, go away. We don't need this right now. Thank you. Netflix, I think part of that comes down to like licensing bullshit between what they can and can't show in certain places. And if they don't have it cleared with that area, yeah, like you said, if the government doesn't want to deal with it, then they just can't. And B, yes, I believe you're correct that the Department of Defense is how it started, with just a huge network of interconnected computers, and it grew from there. Okay, so I'm going to the left. Alright, so hopefully these new weapons will help me keep some of my shit together and not just get wiped out so fast. I mean, fuck. Well, net neutrality is dead for now. I mean, you know, if things don't work out and it stays dead, I don't really see it being dead for more than a couple of years because, man, things are going to go to shit. You're going to see a whole nother recession. It is going to be an absolute fucking mess. Ajit Pai. Hey, if that's what it comes down to, no sweat. Sorry about the bad pun. But I totally understand. Alright, let's see what I can do. Well, those little drone guns might be, or those little drones might be kind of slow, but they're getting the job done. At least. And I'm not getting dead because of it. Oops. No, no you don't. No, you definitely do not, sir. Nope. Nope. No. How about you stop that? Thank you. Woo, woo. I'm doing significantly better than I was before. Take care, dude. Potato. Whatever. Take care. Stay cool. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We'll try the laser gun. I don't think the drone gun will help there much, but let's see here.
Alarm level 9. Alarm deactivated.
Oh, Jacker! Thank you so much! Lucky break for me. Wow. I am so glad I put points into that skill. B, I do not think you were around, but I got a skill point that was... There's a 20% chance that Jacker may just immediately disengage a... alarm. Oh, my stupid jump skill set it off, didn't it? Yes, it did. It most definitely did, so I need to turn that off too. Okay, got it. Okay, there's a room there. Let's go back and see what else I may have missed. Well, it actually doesn't come up that much in the game. Very, very rarely do you have a point where you have to go through like a security area checkpoint. I wish some of it was more based on stealth, honestly. Because a lot of it is not. But that's beside the point. What I was getting at was... Oh, come on. Thank you. But, like, just then, I was dealing with a level 9 alarm. And I'm already down a certain amount of health, and I don't want to deal with it. So, just, 1 in 5 chance. Oh, look at that. You won the roll. Alarm's done.
Jacker, I was thinking that if Ghost was really a Naka, why is she putting her existence in peril?
What do you mean?
Think about it. She snuck into the orbital facilities where her AI is hosted, and she's destroying everything. Isn't that a stupid risk?
Well, it's following orders.
Okay, if a customer asked you to destroy the air generators that let you breathe, should you do it?
Obviously not, but...
Because that's what she's doing. And furthermore, she looks like she's having fun. Your Naka theory does not hold.
I see there's only one way to convince you, so I'll do it.
What are you gonna do?
Give you the ultimate evidence. Discover Ghost's IP.
Are you gonna track down her house? Man, that's breaking and entering.
And sneaking into Nakamura isn't?
Well, yes, but with Ghost, we shouldn't violate her privacy.
Since when do machines have a right to privacy?
Jacker, Ghost is a human being until you prove otherwise. Got it?
Okay. Bugin, it will just be to poke around and see what zone she's connected from. If the connection comes from Nakamura, we'll know Ghost's a Naka. Come on, it's exactly the confirmation you're asking for. If it comes from somewhere else, no matter where, I'll give up.
Okay, I accept. Just don't get traced.
the economy is going to be put in a tight spot because of the whole net neutrality thing. Oh, fuck, I forgot to turn those back on. That was easy. Man, I'm gonna die. Man, I'm sorry I'm having trouble concentrating. I'm tired and I'm stressed because this is a stressful environment. I just want a save point! Ugh. At least I'm getting some little repairs from this, which is another thing that I need. They help. No, you don't. Please let there be a save point soon. Oh, okay. This is one of those things that's going to be hard to deal with. Because it is something that you are going to see. It isn't going to be all at once. But it's going to be something that's hard to deal with because of the nature of things. Because companies are going to be able to block access to certain websites or slow down your access or charge fees to get in. That's where the big issue is gonna come from. Is fees or not being able to access websites at all. The ones they're going to block access to are going to be things like Hulu and Netflix, Sling TV, things that are in direct competition with cable companies because that's what a lot of internet service providers are right now anyway. Where you're going to see things changing, though, slowly, is going to be access fees or processing fees, stuff like that. You're going to have things like so many places that have, free checking accounts at the bank. You're going to start seeing things like getting charged to process credit or debit cards again. And this is not from the bank. This is from whoever this service provider is letting, you talk to your bank, or letting your bank talk to you, or letting your store, whoever you're buying from, communicate with your bank to process the transaction, or I should say the merchant, whatever it is. Because of this, you're going to see a rise in the cost of all products. Because everything is done so much... If there's so much that is done that is not cash transactions. Of course, an online payment has to be run through the internet. Credit and debit cards are run through the internet. And even checks now are run through the internet. And because they have the ability to be the gatekeepers to this, if they're charging, let's say, eventually $5 per transaction, they can do that. Nobody can stop them. And stores are not going to want to pay that, so you can bet your ass the stores are going to go and make their customers pay that. And where this is going to be an issue is going to be for, like myself, going and getting computer parts. Oh, look at that. I had to, get an online purchase. Well, I'm going to get my parts. I'm going to have to pay taxes. I'm going to have to pay shipping. And then I'm going to have to pay like $100 transaction fee for everything when I buy a new computer for all the different parts I bought. Whatever the fuck it is, It's going to be a mess. And that's just where it starts. Because, think about it this way, right now you can go and you can pay Google to go and influence their search results, right? I mean, it says clearly at the top that it's an ad. Clearly. It says next to the search result is an ad if it's at the top. I'll get there in a minute. So let's say you go and you have you can go and pay to get advertising or electronic promotion within a certain area. Not just search engines, but ad space and whatnot. Now imagine for a moment negative ad space. Think the same way that somebody locally here can go to Spectrum and say, hey, I'm a local business. I want to pay to advertise my business on cable TV in this town and the 2 towns around it. And they go, all right, that's cool. It's going to be however much. Now imagine you go to Spectrum and say, oh, hey, and while you're at it, I want you to block access to all my competitors while, all right, that'll be another X amount more. So not only can you go and get your advertising out there, you can make it to where people can't access the websites of competitors X, Y, and Z. If you're going through certain phone books, you can still call, but because they literally can just put a block on whatever the fuck they want, yeah, you could pay off your internet service provider to go and squelch your competition. On top of this, you now have no more, previously you had checks and balances. Like, if an ISP has promises, let's say, excuse me, if they promise 100 megabits per second download speed, there's only a certain amount they're allowed to be short by without getting in trouble. Like, if you're paying to get 100 megabits per second download, and they say, okay, before it was something like, let's say you could only be short by 25%. That's the thing, a lot of this was all managed by the FCC. And what the FCC did, they didn't just get rid of net neutrality. They said, oh, we're not going to manage the internet at all anymore. That's the big issue. Is it isn't just getting rid of net neutrality. It's getting rid of all the fucking checks and balances. There are a few things that they can do which are illegal for just any sort of business in general. But, it isn't a bribe. It's just business. It isn't like somebody's interfering with legal affairs. Yeah, basically. They were making comments, or Ajit was making comments about, the Federal Trade Commission can go and take care of them if they're too out of line. And it's like, yeah, the Federal Trade Commission can go and step in when they're doing things that are highly illegal. But some of the stuff that they had been doing before net neutrality was a thing, there's a lot there that's a mess. And there might be certain legal, avenues to pursue. But the bigger issue is, okay, in California, it is illegal to smoke indoors at a public establishment other than a smoking lounge, right? Which means you cannot smoke indoors at bars. There are a few bars that have found loopholes around this, but they are very difficult to maintain. And I won't get into what that entails. But the bottom line is, for most bars in California, you cannot smoke indoors. A lot of people want to, though. And there are a few places where they will let you smoke indoors. And some people will say, they found these loopholes, but then or used them. Then there are others. There are others who will let you smoke indoors and they don't care. Because the people who are smokers go there specifically to smoke indoors, so they don't have to go outside. Which means they bring in a lot of business. So when somebody comes in and sees that you have people smoking indoors and the bar gets fined, the bar goes, okay, and just pays the fine. Because to them, it is a bill. It isn't a fine. It isn't a punishment. They don't give a shit. Oh, hey, they caught us again. There goes another $500. All right. And then the next day, they just keep going. Because it is more profitable for them to allow smokers into that area and get caught once in a while than it is to not. And that is the way that some of the things are going to go with these large corporations. You're going and doing non-competition, this and that. Well, okay, there's a $1 million fine. Whatever, cool. They pay it, and then they just keep doing it. Because by the time they get caught again, they've made it back 10 times over. Yeah. No, it's a mess. It's a mess. Oh, and what I was saying was you have a certain thing that they need to abide by. If your download speed is supposed to be 100 megabits per second, and it goes under, let's say, 80, so we'll say a 20% loss. If it goes under 80, then they go, something isn't right, and they just go and, fix it, because they have to. Otherwise, they're in breach of whatever the hell it is, and they get in trouble. But now, because a bunch of these checks and balances are gone, because the FCC doesn't need to keep an eye on them, you can be paying for 100 megabit per second download speed, but only getting like 50 or 25, and they can still go, it's not that bad, you can deal with it. And they can just blow it off. I know there's a limit. At some point they can get a lawsuit, but without a clearly defined thing and somebody to keep an eye on them, it's really hard to track. So you're going to see people paying premiums for nothing. And the big thing is, by slowing down other people's connections, they can still sell that same package to more people. It just allows them to not just be shitty, but make more money. Yeah. It's meant to be a penalty, but it's honestly, it costs them so little that it's worth it to just keep paying it. It's like a bill. It's like a bill to stay in business. They don't care. And what I was getting with where this is going to go, and why I say it's going to go away, or something else is going to have to happen, because you're going to reach a point where people are going to get frustrated, and the economy is going to start to feel it when information can't get processed the way it's supposed to, when certain economies like YouTube and Twitch begin to stutter and run into issues. And since this is a growing economy, that's one of the worst things you can have. So economies that have been around are going to have problems. Economies that are growing are going to have problems. And everything is going to get more expensive. And of course, the more expensive things get, the less people spend. And an economy is something else like a circulatory system. It's like blood. You have to keep money going in the system, or it doesn't fucking work. So, as things get worse, the economy is going to stall, and people are going to get angry. And you're going to have a point where, right now, some people are angry, but there isn't that much that's going on with it. And some people are getting behind it because of political reasons or this or that. When the entire economy starts to just sort of grind to a halt, okay, it may not be that bad. But when you start seeing rippling impacts as time goes on, there's going to be more of a, we can't let this keep happening, and you're going to see things swing back in this direction. In the direction of net neutrality, that is. That's what I see happening. Is right now it's kind of iffy on whether or not it's iffy on how things are going to work out. Ooh, this is going to be a nasty one. Okay. Those missiles just aren't very accurate, are they? And that robot is dumb. What the hell? Here we go again. Turn off that, and that. Okay. Well, that's actually... You can't... That's one of the things where it gets tricky. Is you can stop somebody from doing something, but you can't really force somebody to do something, right? So going and saying, well, you guys have to go and compete with each other and do business in this area. If you do that, you're starting to get into the realm of like communism. Now, to be fair, I think that the internet should be almost treated like a resource, the way you treat like gas and electricity and water. That I totally believe. Boy, it is a good thing I did not run into any enemies in here. I still had my missile gun equipped, and that would have been a bad fucking time.
Impossible. I can't track Ghost's IP. It goes through a proxy that hides the original IP, and there's no way to hack it without exposing ourselves.
Can't you just look for what information goes in and out of the space station?
There are millions of servers communicating with their respective Nakas on Earth. Too much information to be processed. Wait. I got an idea.
Oh yeah? Congratulations.
You won't be happy about this.
What are you planning?
A disturbance in the Force.
In English?
To create a disturbance in the signals that artificial minds send to their bodies. If Ghost's body receives this disturbance, then her mind is in Nakamura.
And if the body receives nothing?
Then I'm wrong, and you're right. Should it be our deciding factor?
Sure. How long will it take to program this disturbance?
That's where I need you, Bugan. I can't code such a thing. It must be done physically.
Generate a physical disturbance?
Yes. Something that confuses the connection between minds and bodies.
Give me some time to think about it.
Guys, you are going into some seriously bad territory just to try and prove a fucking point. Maybe you should rethink this. Not entirely. It's weird. Alright, so what was happening as part of the whole 3D printer, thank goodness. And I really need to turn in here. But I'm gonna continue this little rant for just a bit longer. What really needs to happen here... Oops, no, we want that one off and that one on. Excuse me. Is, well, one of the things that was in place, before net neutrality got shut down, was this, I don't even know what it's called. It's a, man, I want to go and get some more upgrades. Repair. Upgrade weapon. Has to be a closer one. Repair. That's some cool shit, but no. The whole reason this one company, Spectrum, was coming out here was because the government had a grant in place to help get internet to areas that were not being maintained. That's the one we want. It was to get internet to places that either were rural and did not have decent internet, or that were not being maintained. And part of this was to combat this whole non-competition policy, basically. Whoops! Sorry, robot. Shotgun or big beam? Or just more damage. That'll do. So, yeah, any place that would, now this, good and bad news with this too. They're offering grants to basically bring new corporations into places where this was a problem. And this is all fine and good. Now there's been talk about AT&T trying to buy out fucking Race. And if that's the case, then I don't know what to do.
I think I found a way.
Shoot.
The chunker wastes a large amount of energy. If we create a fault in the chunker's differentials, the power in the whole section will go down.
You want us to try jump-starting?
Yes, but only in the chunker. Right when the electrical system goes down, the rest of the space station will notice a slight displacement in its potential difference.
The disturbance in the force.
Yes, this will cause communications up there to be altered for a few milliseconds. It's very little time, but we can definitely register it.
Let's do it. How do we proceed?
Easy. We have to find the main power conductors and overcharge them simultaneously.
Wait. We don't have a map of Nakamura. How are we supposed to find those conductors? How do we overcharge them?
Well, we can find them using a power scanner, and we can overcharge them by using electromagnetic bombs and a remote detonator.
Power station, electromagnetic bombs, remote detonator. Aren't you asking for too much? We can't waste time looking for devices that may not exist up there.
Dude, they have 3D printers, and I have blueprints.
Oh! Mugen, you're a genius!
Ghost, go to the nearest 3D printer.
What for?
Just go.
Great, the one that I just left for the second time. I like that they call it a chunker.
Houston, I'm at a 3D printer.
Hold on. We're printing some stuff for you.
The only other option as far as like resolving this is getting full-on regulation for the internet like you have for pick it up.
Houston, I have the devices. What am I doing with these?
Ghost, Mugen here. Find the main power conductors in the chunker, then place an electromagnetic device on each of them. Some of them might be in the walls, so be sure to use the scanner.
Acknowledged.
Okay, am I supposed to know how to use the scanner? Oh. Detects hidden energy currents at short range. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to assign that to a button. Alright. Three. Let's see what that one does. Yes. Yeah, so if that sort of, like, method I just described does not work, then the only real other option is... Ouch! To turn... to have the the internet treated as a literal resource, the same way you would a power, water, or anything else. Fuck. I guess we can find out what's here at least. Some nifty little goodies. Item, more of that. Emergency propulsors. Sorry, I need to... Oh, damn it. I took a little power nap earlier, so, like, I'm... Actually, you know what? I should... I was gonna say, I can just, like, keep playing, and, you know, that would be cool. Ooh. Ooh. That looks like a bad fucking time. I definitely do not want to mess with that before I've saved. Okay, so standing on the crushed metal doesn't deal damage. I'm debating on whether I should try going to sleep. I mean, I want to try and be tired tomorrow, basically, to a fair amount. So I can, That's right. My bad. Whoops. I used an item that I was not intending to. My bad. Hey, I found one. Cool. Alright, let's see what this, Oh, Oh, that was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Ouch! Of course, that didn't really do much either. Ah! Okay. Well, there's a 3D printer down there. Alright, cool. How I missed that, I don't know, but cool. But yeah, I want to be tired enough tomorrow that I can get to sleep at a reasonable hour so I don't miss another meeting, because I missed last weekend's meeting and that sucked. I guess I'll give it a few more minutes and then just make sure I get up early so I'm tired for tomorrow. I know that sounds dumb, but whatever. Man, why are these things so paranoid about their garbage? It says there's supposed to be an exit to the right. Oh, it's still the same. Okay. Whatever. Well, that's good. I think I mentioned it before, but I know what that shit's like. And yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry. Well, there's a spot. I'll just collect those in ghost form because I don't want to bother moving around the area with all the big pits and the spikes and grindy things. Dodging the shit. Yeah. Which one did I miss? Ah, there we are. Hull reinforcement, yes, thank you. Oh. Well, good thing my body stayed on the ladder while I was, Ooh, what have we there? That looks like it's, critical cube. Double energy from a cube. Cool. Skill point. Golden card. I'm suddenly confused about something and I don't remember what. I think if I go just a little past 1:30 and I get up early, then that should be sufficient. Oh, so that's what those do. Good to know. Ouch. Well, that happened. Whoops. Okay, 3D printer there. Oh, hello, potato. Yeah, I'm on a little bit longer than planned. My meeting is Friday morning. I need to get up early for it. So I figure if I stay up a little later tonight and I get up a little earlier tomorrow, that'll make me tired for tomorrow night so I can get to bed on time. Which will make it easier for me to get well, to get up for my meeting, basically. Sneak attack! Ha 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 ha! Ooh, I'm not going that way, nope. I have a feeling this one is going to be just as bad. Maybe not. Oh, hey, look, I found a shop. Another one. And cool, this one can upgrade weapons to level 3. To level 4. Whatever. You know what I mean? Secret passage. Aha. We don't want any baked potatoes here. Okay, cool. Cool, that's useful. Yes. Yes. The fuck? I just found a secret thing! Woo! Whoops. Go back up. Gotta say, that was cool. Oh. Headphones. Headphones. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll go down a little bit and then... Or can I? Oh, I can't go that way. At least I don't think I can. Too many lasers. Okay, so then I have to go up, I guess. Guess that's one of those things that's like, you know, look at all that progress I made for nothing. I'll save again just because I'm paranoid like that. Oh man, I'm so stupid. I could have just teleported. Stupid! You're so stupid! I don't know what I blew up, but I feel like it was the thing to do. Well, that's right, I started going that way. Still amazed at how seriously this place takes its garbage security. You know what? I probably should have been scanning while I was running through there. Ah, man. My bad. No! Bad time. That's closest. Actually, I think that's where I'm going to call it. I'm tired. That's frustrating. It's a good point to check out. So, yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Ugh. Man. Ugh. Well, I hope hope you had a fun evening. Potatoes, stay cool. Stay safe, stay healthy, whatever. And yeah, I guess the next time I'll well, the weekend's gonna be a little spotty. I have a friend who's back in town, and yeah, whatever. I'll keep things posted on how things are going with my schedule, and whatever. So yeah, you know, if nothing's going on, I'll be around Friday, Saturday, and probably even Sunday. Things are, and we'll just see. And that's about it. Hope the stream looked good, and I hope that Twitch gets their problems resolved, so I can back up my videos before they disappear. You are always welcome, Potato. Thank you for joining us. Thank you as well, B, and thank you to anybody else who decides they want to go back and watch one of these videos. I will see you all later.